Did you not find out about your pregnancy? It's been a month. You take a slight glance at Jungkook, who was looking at you curiously, and then you turn your eyes back at the doctor before nodding slowly. I do. His brows crashed together and he looked at you in disbelief. What? You knew that you were pregnant and you hid it from me? You hid such a big thing from me? He looked hurt while you shook your head. My intentions were not like that. I just wanted to give you a surprise, but before that all this happened. I'm so sorry. He felt the innocence and genuineness in your words. His anger immediately flew away. That is quite normal. It's normal to faint or feel nauseous or like vomiting because it's the sign to find out about pregnancy. You nodded. Is that why she suddenly fainted? He asked the doctor, who nodded. But one more thing here is that Vian, your body is a little weak. There can be further complications in pregnancy if you stay this way. Jungkook immediately got worried hearing that. What does that mean? What complications? The doctor looked at him. Relax, Mr. Jungkook. This is normal in some women as they lose their strength during pregnancy. There are some primary hormones affect this change in energy. Consuming enough calories and relaxing all these activities can make you better. Jungkook looked at you. Did you hear that? Now if you threw a tantrum in eating, then I'll admit you in the hospital and they will take care of you. You chuckled slightly and nodded. Even the doctor smiled a little, finding you both so cute. And lastly, don't stress at all, okay? Everything will be good and fine. You smiled and nodded. I'll take my leave now. Jungkook called the bodyguard, who immediately came inside and walked the doctor to her car while Jungkook closed the door and turned towards you. I'm sorry, you said while pouting. He walked near you and sighed. Your plan and surprises always fail, but you still never give up, huh? He said, sitting beside you on the bed. One day I will definitely succeed, you said, crossing your arms while he chuckled softly and kissed your cheek. I believe you. Was that a sarcasm? You said, giving him side eyes while he shook his head and hugged you. No, sweetheart, it was belief in you, and now I have to be extra careful about you. He broke the hug and looked at you. Means that I know how stubborn and ignorant you are, so I have to make sure that you are taking good care of yourself. Your health and body is more important than the child. Hey, don't say that. The child is also important. Aren't you happy? You asked him, being a little insecure. Of course not. Why would I not be happy to have a little version of ourselves? It's just I want you to be more careful about yourself. If you are healthy, then of course our child would come out healthy. You smiled. Okay, I'll get you something to eat, okay? You fainted in the middle of breakfast, scaring the hell out of me. You laughed. Why are you laughing? It wasn't funny. You shook your head while covering your mouth. I just sometimes find it funny that I have power to scare the powerful Mafia. He pinched your nose while getting up. And you sometimes misuse that power. I'll get you something to eat, okay? You nodded while he walked away. Wow, I never thought my plan would be ruined like this, but wait, it was kind of like a surprise. It means I won already. Yeah, Jungkook. You quickly got up from the bed and ran outside the room to go to your husband. Jungkook, you again called his name while walking in the kitchen and he looked at you. Why did you come out? I told you to stay in bed, right? You finally reached near him. To tell you that I already won. He frowned his brows, not knowing what you are talking about. What did you win? See, I wanted to surprise you, but then you get to know that I'm pregnant. It was a surprise, isn't it? He kept on looking at you for a few seconds and then chuckled. Why are you laughing? I'm serious. Didn't you get surprised after hearing that I'm pregnant? He nodded while feeding you a slice of apple. Yes, you won. You really surprised me. You smiled. Now let's finish these fruits quickly. I have to go to work as well. You took the bowl from his hand. Another mission? He looked at you and realized that things won't be same from now on, and you need his love and care, but still this work is something he can't avoid. Nope, just a little bit of work. I'll be back soon. You smiled and nodded before walking towards the kitchen. After you fell asleep, Jungkook sat on the bed and covered you properly before brushing your hair back from your face that were disturbing you. Yes, you won, love. You really surprised me with this news. I have never thought that a man like me also deserves a whole family. I was always away from a family's love, but now I'm on my way to build my own family. He placed a soft kiss on your forehead while his eyes got moist. I'm a monster in everyone's eyes, but I'll become the best man for both of you, and that's my promise. Jungkook wanted to take care of you by himself, but he knew it's not possible for him to stay with you all the time. His work will never let it happen, but he doesn't want to leave you alone because now he wants to be more careful with you. After the doctor said that your body is weak and can face complications, even though she said it won't be a big deal if she eats well and take good care of yourself, but he took these words seriously. He never takes any chances when it comes to you. He decided to hire a caretaker for you who will make sure that you are okay when he's not around. The next morning, you came in the living room after waking up. Today you felt a little nauseous in the morning and also vomited while Jungkook was not home. It all happened when he left early in the morning after getting an important call. It was almost afternoon and now you were feeling a little better, but you didn't eat anything and that was making you go crazy. Now you feel like your hunger started to rise. But your steps slowed down when you saw a woman in your house, a woman other than you that you have never seen or imagined to be in your house. She lifted up her face when she noticed your presence. She was well dressed and looked young, probably of your age. You walked near her. Who are you and what are you doing in this house? She flashed you a warm and beautiful smile. Your husband brought me here. You frowned. What? Jungkook? Why? You woke up, love? You turned around hearing his voice while he came down from the stairs before walking in your direction. Irene smiled and slightly bowed at him before greeting, but you didn't hear anything and just wanted to clear what's going on. Jungkook, who is she? Did you bring her here? Irene realized that she forgot to introduce herself. Ma'am, but seems like you only want to hear it from your husband, so she decided to stay quiet. Calm down, sweetheart. Just relax. She's Irene, your caretaker. A confusion crossed your eyes. Caretaker? You looked at her while she nodded. But why do I need a caretaker? I can take care of myself and you are here as well. He grabbed your shoulders before turning you towards him. I don't trust you in this matter, and of course I'm here, but you know, sometimes I don't stay home, and if you need any help in that case, then what would you do? And she will not only take care of your needs and wants, but also she will help with all the things that are important to do in pregnancy, like small exercises, your diet plan, everything. Yes, ma'am, and you can trust me. You looked at her and smiled. Don't call me ma'am. We look the same age. Jungkook chuckled. She's 32, 9 years older. Your eyes widened as you looked at her surprised. Really? No way, you don't look like that. She chuckled. I will take this as a compliment. Of course, it's a compliment. Now I feel like a grandma in front of you. Please call me by my name. She smiled and nodded. As you say, Jungkook was so happy to see how instantly you got comfortable with her. Most of the time you stay alone in the house and that gets boring. Although Jungkook takes you out for lunch and wherever you tell him, but letting you go out alone is risky no matter how much protection he provides. His enemies are all over to use you against him. He hired her through an agency who provides professionals who are best in the medical field, so it's easier to trust them, and Irene is one of them. Seems like you have no problem now. You looked at him and shook your head. Yes, thank you so much. Are you hungry? She said, looking at you. Well, I just woke up to eat because I was feeling so nauseous and also vomited. Jungkook came near you. When and why didn't you tell me? Let's go to the hospital. It's normal to have such symptoms, sir. Don't worry about it. You nodded. Are you sure? He said, looking at her while tension was still visible on his face. Irene nodded. You can trust me. Stop getting scared over every small thing. You scares me too. I'm sorry, it's just my first time. As if I have given birth to a dozen of kids already, right? Irene looked down, controlling her smile while Jungkook chuckled. I'm sorry. I'll go and prepare something for you. What would you like to eat? Can you make pancakes? I'm sorry for the trouble, but I'm really craving for them. It's totally fine. I'm here for it only, she said with a smile and walked towards the kitchen. She is sweet, right? You said, turning towards Jungkook, whose eyes were only fixed on you. I'm happy that you like her, but don't forget me, okay? I'm your husband and I want your time. You gave him a weird look. Stop talking like a kid. If your child would hear you, they'll definitely say, Appa is so cheesy. He raised his brows in a teasing way and pulled you closer, making you gasp. Oh really? Won't you tell them that's the reason why they are about to come in this world? Because their Appa loved their Umma a little too much. You hit your face in his chest. Because of shyness. I can't reach out to my toes. It's hard. You said, bending down as much as possible but still can't reach to your toes because your body was stiff. Don't force yourself. Only stretch as far as you can reach and then stop. Take it slow and you'll be able to do it eventually. You sat down and sighed. To be honest, now I regret not taking these things seriously. I never exercised in my life. She smiled and came near you. There's no perfect time unless you actually start working, okay? Now get up, we can't stop. We have to complete the session. Can we take a short break, please? You said, showing her your doe eyes while she chuckled. Okay, but not more than 5 minutes. Thank you. She reached out to a bottle of water before giving it to you. What a surprising scene to see. Wayne is sleeping, that too so early, he said, walking towards the bed and then sat on it before laying beside you. I'm so tired today. Tired? Why? How? Did you eat your meal on time? You nodded. Yes, but today I exercised for a whole hour and now my body is aching. I never knew I'm 0% flexible. Oh, so that's the case. I always ask you to exercise, but you never listen to me. Now I'm proud of hiring a caretaker. At least now you can't avoid doing things. You hugged him before resting your face on his chest while eyes closed. You are so bad. Instead of making me feel good, you are counting my mistakes. He chuckled. I'm not counting your mistakes. Okay, let me give you a deep massage. It will help you in relaxing. It's okay. Just stay here like this and talk to me. That's enough for me to relax. He smiled while playing with your hair. And where were you all day today? An important work. You lift up your face and looked at him. You seems to be the CEO of important works. Why can't be your life easy and peaceful? He placed a kiss on your head. I don't have answer to that, but my life is all calm and peaceful when I'm with my beloved wife. What else do I need? I've already got more than I wished for. Jungkook, are you happy? He looked at you for some time. You met Jungkook when he was a complete broken guy. Even after knowing he's a mafia, you didn't afraid to fall in love with him. After coming in relationship with him, you realized how lonely he was. You wanted to give him all the happiness. Eventually things started to get better. He asked you if you want to marry him and you immediately got agreed because you knew he's the one for you. Not even for once you regret falling in love with him. I'm happier than ever. My life never returned to that sadness after you came in it. It's all because of you, and for that, thank you so much. I love you, Ryan. And I also want you to name our kids. He looked at you amazed. Me? I doubt that you like them. And if I did that, I'm sure our child would hate it. You know I'm so terrible at giving names, so I want you to choose. I actually have some names that I have thought. Really? You said, getting excited while he chuckled looking at you. Tell me, if it's a boy, how about Jungsu? John Sol? Both are good, but I like Jungsu more. He smiled. Really? That's my choice too. And for girl, how about we name her Jinju? Oh, that's so cute. You liked it so much. We'll name our kids Jungsu and Jinju. So you want both, huh? Your face turned red and you hugged him, making him laugh.